Happy Moon Day. Thank you for being here for another episode of Magical Moon Day with May. All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, see if anybody wants to jump in the live before I have some sound bowl out here for us tonight. Some root chakra to help ground us as we are navigating through a Mercury retrograde. Wants to join the live. I'm coming to you guys a little earlier than normally. Usually I do this at 10:30 p.m. But I really need to get caught up on some stuff that I really didn't have the energy this weekend to do. So I'm gonna focus on that tonight. So I decided to move this up. So I hope that you catch this later, or maybe if you're new here, you will appreciate this. Hi, love. Happy Moon Day. We're here a little early today. Get things popping off for the reading for the week ahead. I'm just gonna wait another minute or two, see if anybody wants to hop in the live, and then we're going to play some root bowl for us. Well, I'm gonna play some root bowl for us. So I'm just gonna give it another minute. I have about 5 decks out this week for the collective. I did a card of the. I usually do a card of the day or a spread for myself in the morning. I don't usually post it. Happy Moon Day. Yes. Thank you, and thank you for being here. It was a pleasure seeing you. So thank you. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, so thank y'all for being here. If you're watching the replay, definitely do not forget to like, share it with a friend, and you know, please feel free to go back and watch other lives. I know they're not for that specific week, but if y'all want to see more lives, then I'm probably going to start doing another live just randomly during the week. The deck's in your card pool with not sharing it. LOL. Oh, okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, so I pulled 5 decks out. I'm going to pull from some different decks than I normally use. But you can definitely go back and check out like other lives. I know they're not specifically for that week, but just to kind of see my setup. And then also I'm going to start doing more lives on here. I was doing them pretty consistently on the weekends, but my weekends are like my only time to like kind of get caught up, so it's just hard, and I'm going to have to do them randomly. They're not going to be able to be like announced, so it'll just be divine time and alignment, and if you see it and you want to hop in, and so yeah, another announcement is we have the Gemini season 50% off sale. So really, you're getting a BOGO, buy one get one. All right, so if you want to book one for the full price, and then you get 2 sessions for the same price as one, so definitely do not sleep on that. It's a great offer. I don't know when I'll be bringing that back, and I think after Gemini season I might close my books for a little bit, because I'm a Cancer moon and I'm going to take a Cancer season most likely to just reset before Leo season. So definitely get on there and book if that's something which you're interested in. If this is your first time seeing me in a live, hi, I'm Megan Athena Q. I've been doing card readings for over 20 years now. I'm also a sonic alchemist and Reiki and integrative energy therapy healer. And I also do spiritual consultation. The name of my spiritual practice is called Your Peace Path LLC, and my website is thepeacepath.net. So again, we have the Gemini sale. Those are some places you can find me. Yay! I'm so glad you made it. What what else was I gonna say? Yeah, you can definitely follow me on TikTok, also on YouTube. All the links are in my bio, my Twitter. I'm really trying to be better about branching out so that more avenues of interaction are available for the collective. So yeah, so thank you again for being here. I think I'm actually going to get into the sound bowl now. Again, this is root chakra sound bowl, and I'll be playing this for us to get us grounded. In the back, we do have solfeggio frequency music as well. But I'm going to ask that you guys close your eyes right now. You can bring your hands to heart center or to a nice fold on your lap in a cup position, or you can put each hand face up on your knees. I would normally say you could sit in lotus. However, lotus is going to create a cross, which I don't really want. I want you to receive the full sound. So I'd like you to sit in a nice, I believe it's staff position, yoga position. So it's just like sitting straight up with your feet out straight in front of you. Don't cross your hands, don't cross your ankles, don't cross your feet. And just allow yourself to receive. Make sure that you drink a lot of water after the sound bowl, but this is going to help ground us. We are in, oh, that's the other thing I was going to say. Happy Gemini season to my Geminis. I love y'all extra, extra, extra. I have a lot of Geminis that I love and hold near and dear to my heart. So happy Gemini season. So yeah, we're in a Mercury retrograde and we're in like an air sign. So I felt that the grounding was really needed. If the mental chatter has been on 1,000, let's bring that down. Okay. So close your eyes, nice staff position. Again, hands relaxed. Take some deep breaths with me. I'd like you to inhale for 2 through the nose and exhale forcefully through the mouth. So we're going to do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. So that was just a little short demo. If you're interested in a personal sound healing, you can definitely book one with me. But I will be doing a sound healing the beginning of June sometime, probably to coincide with the new moon. There will be a post on that. So look, stay tuned for more details. I'll say it like that. All right, so let's get into the reading. We are actually going to start with an Ascension card. I really felt called to use this deck. I don't use this deck very often for the collective, but I do feel that we are moving through a big shift right now. So I think it's important that we see what kind of Ascension code the universe. Hi, thank you for being here. The universe, God, our creator, and Gaia, and all 5th dimensional beings of light and love, our honorable ancestors. We ask you to bring us messages for our highest good in alignment, and we thank you. So let's see what comes out for the Ascension card. Let's see. Oh, that's the one. Oh, yes. I love it. Okay, so Archangel Metatron popped out. So I'm actually of Archangel Metatron soul string. So Archangel Metatron, I'll read the card and then we'll get into some other things. So the affirmation for this card, it says, I attune to Archangel Metatron today. So Metatron really wants to get our attention, and I'll go into some more detail after I read this. It says, you are blessed to receive this card for the mighty universal angel Metatron, who is coordinating the ascension of the planet, is touching you. That's why I felt drawn to this deck today. He is illuminating your aura and his golden orange light as he works with your stellar gateway chakra. Your message is to relax and allow Metatron's wings to enfold you. Ask to visit him at his ascension retreat in Luxor during meditation or sleep so that you can receive this guidance. This may come as a thought, a whisper, or a feeling. When you ask sincerely for help on your ascension journey, Metatron will open new doors for you and guide you. Again, the affirmation for this card is, I attune to Archangel Metatron today. So, just to get into some things about Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron was actually a twin, and him and Sandalphon actually ascended into archangels. So, Metatron is also in charge of our Akashic records. And that is so on point, because I feel like right now with this Gemini energy, even though it's a Mercury retrograde, I do feel that we're being called to like move into this deeper mind state, and really get clear communication to the forefront for ourselves to communicate with spirit freely, without self-hindrances, and for others as well. So Archangel Metatron is really asking us to tap in with our Akashic records, and we can do that usually, usually people can do it through their dreams. I think that that's the easiest way, because it doesn't take a lot of thought behind it. But like this card is talking to you, it says, your message is to relax and allow Metatron's wings to enfold you. So he really wants you to surrender, okay? And you can ask to visit him at his ascension retreat in Luxor. So Luxor is actually the ascended aspect of Egypt. So it's basically like the ancient Egypt energy. So that is where it is. So if you've been really called towards Egyptian things as well, you may be part of the Metatron soul string as well. So it says, when you ask sincerely for help on your ascension journey, Metatron will open new doors for you and guide you. And that's really what we were asking, even in the prayer for today, is really asking for ourselves to communicate with spirit and really receive, receive proper downloads about our individual ascension path. And that is going to be different for every single one of us. It's not going to be the same for everybody. So be prepared to receive new opportunities. Be prepared to receive new, not only new opportunities but to walk through new doors, okay? Things, you're going to walk forward and never walk into certain things again. You have to be ready to let those go. And you could be really resonating with like blueberries, blues, and purples right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting a download. So if I look like I'm zoned out, it's that I'm just getting a download. So really just grounding that energy of purple, really grounding your headspace, okay? Making sure that your root and your crown are connected, and really making sure that, doing your best to balance that energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 12 chakras, which, if you know me and you've been around and you partook in one of my past collective Reikis, I was doing Reiki actually for the 12 chakras, which that's more in vibration for me. I'm not knocking anybody else that does the 7 chakras, but I just feel like we really needed to honor the 12 chakra system. So I'm going to read the card. It says, following the fall of Atlantis, 5 of our 12 chakras closed. Ascension starts when we once more activate our 12 fifth dimensional chakras. This begins to reconnect the 12 strands of the DNA so that we can... Bro, we were talking about DNA earlier. Maybe that is the end of that DNA with the 7 structures. I'm sorry, I'm having a whole sidebar. Okay, so this begins to reconnect the 12 strands of the DNA so that we can reclaim our true spiritual and psychic gifts. Your guidance is to ask the unicorns. The other deck that I pulled out was the Magic of the Unicorns deck. Can't make this stuff up, guys. All right, your guidance is to ask the unicorns to touch, open, and activate your Earth Star, base, sacral, navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal, soul star, and stellar gateway chakras. Then ask the angels to sing over you so that your chakras vibrate at a 5th dimensional frequency. The affirmation, I do see. This is literally what we were talking about earlier. Oh my gosh. All right. So anyway, it says the affirmation for this card is, I want y'all to write this down. Yes, I'm going to be like that person right now. Write this down. Because it says, I awaken my 12 5th dimensional chakras. And what's even more mind-blowing, guys, mind-blowing is that this bowl that I'm playing for y'all is 528 hertz, okay? 528 to me, that's the DNA repair molecule, okay? I have the root chakra as 528. I am not a 432 for that bowl. I'm 528 because I feel like we're really needing to focus on grounding and healing that root chakra so that everything can fire for us, okay? That's why I feel like a lot of people that are very deep on their spiritual journey are really getting back to the trauma of the first 7 years of their life, okay? So yeah, I do feel like there's like this, we were talking about how, so I'll share part of the conversation. We were talking about how something we saw was talking about how the Gen Z is like the last generation where the DNA will be complete or something like that. But really, I feel like it means that it's because that's the end of us functioning without honoring our 12 strands of DNA and bringing that DNA structure and fully illuminating it so that we can tap into our psychic, telepathic, capabilities. I don't think that it's gifts. I think we're capable of it. I think it's just to be telepathic really makes you very vulnerable. And I think that's why they've prevented us from really realizing that a lot of us do have those gifts and we just know things. And those are, gifts, but also abilities. So, because we're able to do it. So let's see what the magic of the unicorns wants to bestow on us now that we tapped in with them a little bit through the Ascension deck. I think I'm going to be working with the Ascension and the unicorns quite frequently now. I really feel that really just resonates with me. And I will share something with y'all guys. Like, I've been riding with the unicorn since I was like, I don't know, 3. Okay, those are our cards. Spiritual Warrior, okay, is the first card. It says, and I'll show y'all the beautiful picture. Very much lion energy. We were talking about Leo season earlier. So this transformation for getting the mind firing, and then, in the Cancer season, I really feel like that will be our time to absorb the spiritual aspects of it, okay, and really heighten our gifts in that Cancer season. Because if you guys know me, my moon is a Cancer. My moon is a Cancer. So, yep, Leo the Lions. So we were talking about the, Cancer season and how, I might take a break and close my books. And I really feel like that will be a time where people really need to honor their crown chakra and third eye chakra activation or level up too. So we have Spiritual Warrior. Show you are a wise leader and command the universe. And I really think that's what we're going to be activating and working with a lot during this Gemini season. Gemini is, that magician energy, that new execution, the thought and then the execution. So really getting clear on that your words are spells, using your words to create positive intentions, commanding energy. You can command energy. Should you do it from a humble center? Absolutely. You should not do it for I don't know why I wanted to come out like this. For a pace to maintain materiality. So that's a download. So don't try to keep up just financially, if that makes sense. command the energy for the integrity of humanity. That's more what it needs to be in alignment with. So you could be receiving a lot of love and recognition during Leo season as well. This card is also showing a lot of astral realm and portals, but also embodying both the lion and the lamb within ourselves, because we have the lion and the lamb here. And even the lion has an inner lamb, and even the lamb has an inner lion. They both work and honor each other, and shouldn't really be worried about the other one more than just understanding that there's different roles that we need to play at different times. So far as when we're stepping up into a warrior protective energy, it says, commanding the universe, commanding the energy to protect, right? Especially females, okay? Especially, we know our Leos are fiercely loyal and protective. But also too, let's not forget that this year is the year of the water tiger, okay? Tiger is a big cat and water is intuition. So really it's about the intuition and learning about your protective side and really stepping into that. So if you've been getting signs from spirit that it's time to step up, I really feel like it's really important that you start doing that. And that being however it looks to you. Not necessarily to show out or to do anything specifically other than whatever spiritual downloads you yourself are receiving. Because I will always tell you guys, trust your intuition. Just because I'm reading cards and they resonate with you, that doesn't mean that if you're getting a sign from spirit to do something, that you should not do that and do what my reading says. No. Trust your intuition. Trust your path, okay? We have create your vision, okay? Create your vision. We have rainbow in here, which is synonymous with healing. We have the ladder. We have a full moon. So being mindful of what you're going to create this new moon to bring to fruition in the full moon that will follow. So it says, do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. And we kind of saw that with some of the cards already. Like there's this gateway, okay, that's available for us right now. Hi, love. Thank you for being here. There's this gateway that's open for us now. And we're really looking through it, okay? And leveling up and stepping through into that healing and that unison of the 12 colors. In some of the texts that I've read about the 12 chakras, really when all the chakras are firing properly, it's just pure light. It is not a color, because each color is a certain frequency range. And when all the colors in those chakras work, just like when all our DNA strands lock in, it glows. It's just luminescence, like piezoelectricity when you rub crystals together. So really activating that light body. And then we have the cosmic pearl, which again is very much water energy, okay? I really feel like this is talking about the visions and the things that we're going to create through Cancer season, and to come out to be, a step into that warrior energy in Leo season. So this is talking about the cosmic pearl, and it says, expand your psychic gifts, open the gate to the angelic realms. And I really love this because, our angels, our guardian angels, and our spirit team are always with us, but they can never interfere with our free will. So if you vibrate with the angels as well, I think it's important that you ask them for their help too. Be willing to open yourself up to them, because they're with you and they're trying to help you and guide you. But again, that talk about expanding the psychic gifts, that's what we were talking about with the 12 chakra one, okay? At the bottom of the deck, something that we might not be seeing. What was I just talking about, y'all? What was I just talking about? White light, okay? White light. And the butterfly symbolizes transformation. I was, again, talking about the same transformation that will be taking place this Cancer season. It says the cocoon of white light. This is 19. It says rest in perfect love. Understand oneness. And I really feel like if we take that mother energy and that psychic level up energy through that Cancer season, we're really going to see vast transformation and ascension and really activate that light body. And here you can see Here's a butterfly. Here is the light body around it, which is what I was just talking about. I know, me too. It's one of my favorites. I was just saying I'm going to include this deck and the Ascension deck from now on going forward in my Magickal Moon Days with May. That was a download in this live, and I'm gonna stick with that. So be excited that you guys were here to actually see these messages for this one, because this one is a wild ride. So we were talking about, you know, encapsulating ourselves in that white light. So understanding oneness, and how by you commanding your energy in the universe with integrity for humanity, with integrity and protection for humanity, that you are actually sending that pure white light around Earth and around all living beings, okay? Because it is for something far greater than just us, okay? We really can change the world with enough intention. So don't think that it's not possible, because it is. All right. Let's do a Psalm card, and then we're going to get into the color prism. We're going to walk it down to the days of the week. But before we do that, we're going to pull a box of blessings card to see how Spirit wants us, how God and our Spirit team and our honorable ancestors would like us to move, and what verse from the Bible we would like to. And these are all Psalms, so it's really just Psalms. So this one is just Psalms. Yeah. So this is all from the book of Psalms. So let's see what Psalm we can work with this week. Can we just get one card? One. That's the one card. All right. May the Lord give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Psalm 20, verse 4. And each day the Lord pours his unfailing love upon me, and through each night I sing his songs. Psalm 42, verse 8. So I would like really you to use your voice, not only for being a protective person of nature, but also for singing. Really could, the Gemini is a communicator, so this is really an important time to speak your truth. And also, singing may really help you clear out any blockages, not only on the throat chakra level. It helps the energy oscillate properly through all of your chakras. So do not discount the, and if that's not singing for you, maybe that's chanting or humming. But do not be afraid to open your mouth and sing very loudly. I like to sing in the shower, and I love to sing in the car, because then nobody can hear me, and I don't. Me too. I love singing as well. And people are like, "Oh, girl, you got a voice," and it's like, I'm shy. I'm a little shy. Unless I feel completely comfortable, I'm a little shy. All right, so let's see what color prism oracles we get for the day. So we'll be doing these. Can I get a Monday card? So Monday is movement. So if you haven't moved today, so far as like exercising, stretching, maybe you need to go to the store and get some things that you've been avoiding going to the store and getting, or maybe you need to move away from something. There's also something like energy coming for you, like dodge it. I don't know, that's like a thing. So if you feel like somebody's directing some energy to you, like either put a mirror shield around yourself or visualize yourself dodging the energy, okay? This can also be like what we were talking about with singing, like moving our energy, balancing. This is also heart chakra, so don't be afraid to really get into your heart chakra. Tuesday, we have a ghost card. So Tuesday, you may need to either ghost some people, or somebody might be ghosting you, or maybe you just need to ghost on social media and focus on actual what you really got going. Not that lives are not that, but not on social media. So don't be afraid to isolate, contemplate, meditate, ground, and you might need to You know, I don't normally think that ghosting is healthy. I think it's important to communicate effectively. However, some things are very toxic and really don't warrant our energy. So in those situations, like, is it really ghosting if it's to not interact with toxicity? To me, it's more like, you know, having authentic communication. And if it's not authentic, then it's gotta go. Okay? Also, too, you could be a little extra tired, kind of feeling gray, and really just needing, like, I feel like Tuesday would be a great day for like an egg limpia or like a spiritual bath. You know, you guys, oh my gosh, you guys know Tuesday and Friday are the best days. So if you kind of been wanting to do that, tomorrow's the day. And then Wednesday we have isolation. Okay, we were talking about the isolation. So it's Tuesday and Wednesday might just be times where, you know, you may just need to do you. And that's good. That's okay. And then we have surrender. We have 3 gray cards, okay? 3 gray cards. So let's read. Gray is spirit too, because I feel like, yeah, when we do the tarot, gray and white are like spirit communicating. So I feel like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are really good times to just work with spirit. And that's a good time. Like 3 days is really good to do like spiritual bath rituals too, like 3 days. And let's see what our Friday card is. What do we need to know for Friday? So Friday is creativity, Empress energy. That was the card for today as well. So Friday, of course, a Venus day, would be very much Empress energy as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we have energy. So mind your energy well, okay? Not just your creative energy, but just where you go. Don't be afraid on Tuesday. That was another thing. If you go somewhere Tuesday and the vibe is weird, like, get out of there. I don't know who that's for. But trust your instincts, okay? So, yeah. Work with spirit Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think those are the greatest days. Today, more about grounding the energy and getting moving. Maybe you want to dance. Y'all know I love to dance. So yeah, those are the cards for the week. I hope those resonate with y'all. And the last deck that we're going to do for the week ahead is going to be the Spirit Animal Oracle. Is that what I always get the name of this, like, jumbled. It is the box. Look at the box for this. Yeah, I don't know where to put the box. Anyway, it's Animal Oracle. Hold on, I gotta find the book here. Spirit of the Animal Oracle. I always get the name jumbled up. All right, so let's see what animals are going to speak with us from the communicator for us to be aware of this week. For our highest good, always. So we have giraffe, unicorn. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And then cougar. Okay. So giraffe, y'all know I love reading these from this book. So I'm just gonna read the card first, and then we'll get into the way that the deck creator likes to express the theme for the cards. So the first card we have is giraffe, visionary. Rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. And I really love this because I feel like this is kind of like the, like this card with the be a spiritual warrior card with the lion. I feel like that's similar with this card because they're really, you know, doing what's right with grace. And really walking on that path. You can be strong and protect your heart and kind at the same time. So let's see what giraffe is in here. thought I saw a giraffe today. Yo, really? Well, then a cougar was in my dream the other night. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm loving these comments because, wait, can I pin these? All right. Because I don't know if they can see these after the live, but anyway, we know. So let's see, giraffe. So some key words with the giraffe card are gentleness, grace, beauty, charm, higher perspective, vision, foresight, perception, mother's love, and intuition. Giraffes are the tallest land mammals. They tower far above all others and stride with grace across the savanna. Their long, slender neck lifts their sight so they see life from a greater perspective. Giraffe often appears when we need to be reminded just how grand we are and that we have the potential to rise above any challenge with grace. Giraffe people are encouraged to stretch themselves as far as they can go. If giraffe is your totem, you are a natural visionary and with keen perception. You can see things that are coming long before others can. Giraffe people have a strong bond with their family and friends. Because giraffe mothers share a special protective love with their offspring, this is a meaningful totem for children and mothers. Giraffe is very giving and often needs to set boundaries to avoid being misused. A unique giraffe trait is just how little sleep and water they need to maintain themselves in their lives. This characteristic signifies their conservative use of resources. Giraffes have amazing stamina and are patient, silent, and wise. Giraffe is an elegant power animal that bestows on you the gifts of friendship, grace, vision, and charm. Some contrary themes for this are: did you stick your neck out too far? Have you lost your balance? Do you need a higher perspective on a tough situation? Do you need to put yourself first and get more sleep and water? Damn. And reach for the truth from a greater perspective. I do need more water. Shit. Calling me out. Hi, love. Thanks for being here. All right. So, really, there's like 3 things I want to say. Seeing above situations, okay, before you respond, especially in a Mercury. Happy Moon Day. Thank you for being here. I did and I got today. Thank you for that. Yeah. So see things from the higher perspective. Be mindful of your words, okay? And then also too, if somebody is just like in an argumentative mood, you don't have to be in it either. You get to choose how you want to respond. You get to choose when you want to respond. Okay? So honor your energy. Do not let other people pull you to their energy if you've been working to keep your energy a certain type of way. Okay? Yeah, definitely drink water. I'm extra thirsty today myself. Could have been the Reaper though. All right, so all right. So the next card that we have is Unicorn, and I'm loving this because, of course, it's unicorn, and we were talking about that. But also, we had this unicorn card with the butterfly, and notice on this unicorn card, there's butterflies. So, to me, that means that the unicorns are really guiding us through a serious transformation. Okay. Also, unicorns are higher ascended aspects of horses. So if you are somebody that's always been drawn to horses, realize that connection could also mean that you have that connection with unicorns, okay? Moon and Pisces, water energy, yes. Yeah, Cancer Moon here, so I feel you on that. Okay, so we have Unicorn, infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit of light. Abandon darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. If you missed any part of this reading, please go back and watch it. This reading has been really, really powerful. I don't know if it's because it's a magical moon day with May in May, because I feel like this month has been extra intense with some of the downloads that I've been getting. So, okay. So anyway, keywords for this card are power, purity, protector, possibilities, enchantment, beauty, luck, travel, mystery, magic, master of transformation, miracles, weather, nature spirits. Unicorns have become a symbol for all that is magical, pure, and good. In medieval myth, it was a wild woodland creature that could cure the sick and purify water with a touch of its horn. Unicorns see beyond illusion and peer into the heart and true character of any person or situation. Unicorns make themselves known only to innocent and virtuous people. Negative energy have no place in unicorns' world. Unicorns are protectors of the kind-hearted and nature spirits. They have the ability to travel between the seen and unseen dimensions. If unicorns have crossed your path, you are headed for good luck. You are a formidable, pure energy guardian. If unicorn is your totem, you have a sharp intuition and are imaginative and creative. You love everything that is beautiful. Unicorn will shine a light on the magic that surrounds you. Unlike many people, you will be a believer because you have seen what they cannot. Listen for the tinkling of leaves like bells in the wind. Unicorn is approaching and blessings are near. Take a deep breath and let the spirit of unicorn fill you. Cross over between the realms like unicorn and bring back light, beauty, and truth. Unicorn energy can be your magic cloak. Like unicorn, you can go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. So some contrary themes. This is, has pessimism driven away the magic in your life? And this is written on page 111, mind you. Oprah's my 10. That's what my dream was telling me. Go be legendary. Facts, yo. Go be legendary. Yes, I love this. Okay, so the next contrary topic, it says, have mean and controlling people dimmed your joy? You need to travel to nature to be renewed, and don't let your light be dimmed by negativity. Okay, so really protecting your energy. Okay, really not mingling with every energy just because it's familiar. Okay, you get the choice. That's your energy too. It's a two-way street. So if that's not a street you want to be on, leave, right? I don't know. The last card that we have is the Cougar, assertive. And I really love this because it's like a sun here as well. That really resonates with me because y'all know, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm Puerto Rican. And this looks very much like the Taino art. It says, bro, remember when I said someone was stealing my magic? Boom, I needed to get my ass to Parvin's tomorrow. I'm wild. Yes, most definitely. Yes, spent the last 4 days outside feeling so much better. Same. If you guys, that looks like the sun in the Aztec calendar too. Yeah, we were just talking about that. But yeah, guys, using nature to ground, of course, because nature is connection to spirit. If you've been feeling like a lot in your head, go outside, put your feet in that grass. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. All right. So Cougar card says, in silence, you find power. Ooh, we were talking about that. Do you have any Leo placements? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I gotta look. Actually, I gotta look. I don't know that one. Cougar, assertive. Okay, in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So, Reiko Flow, this animal being in your path is beautiful, and I really hope that you receive this message well. For continue on your leadership, and do not let yourself be ordinary. You are legendary. We're all legendary. Everybody that's here right now in this live, this is not a coincidence, okay? It's not a coincidence. And if you're catching the replay and this resonates with you, comment legendary. because we're going to keep that legendary energy going, okay? So let's see what is written in here about cougar or puma. Okay, so some keywords here: silence, self-assurance, confidence, camouflage, cunning, courage, agility, action, artistic, observation, completion of goals. The noble cougar, also called mountain lion or puma, is a totem of courage and confidence. Cougar is a formidable protector who will teach you to observe from the shadows and see the truth in silence. Your intuition, hunches, and knowing will be enhanced by your cougar totem. This is definitely any of these animals that you've been seeing in the live, if it's ready, these are your power animals, people. So definitely pay attention. Reiko Flow, this is a beautiful card for you. I really feel like this definitely resonates with you, especially with the Pisces moon. It says your intuition, hunches, and knowing will be enhanced by your cougar totem. You will sense threats and avoid them. You are capable of seeing and securing sanctuary and abundance. Cougar people are often leaders with keen and decisive minds. You know how to inspire others, complete tasks, and set new goals. You may not be close to a lot of people, but you are a great encourager and loving friend to your inner circle. If cougar is new to your life, it means you are coming into your power. It could also mean it's time to take a leap of faith and to go for your desires. Opportunities are at hand. With cougar by your side, you will know better how to set boundaries and protect your precious energy and time, so you can pay attention to what really matters. With powerful puma, you have grace, passion, and purpose. Some contrary themes to this card are: have you been losing your temper and lashing out? You may need some time alone. Are you leaving things unfinished? Are you spending enough nature time to regenerate your strength? Refocus and try again. And like I said earlier, we're still in a Mercury retrograde. So this is a great time for perspective and to really thank you. You're a Leo rising. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. Sun rules Leo. Wow, that's awesome. You're so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were here. And I feel like that's definitely no coincidence. All right, so I want to pull one. I didn't grab this deck, but I'd like to pull from... Let's pull from self-care, because I feel like we're going to be kind of with ourselves a lot this week. Yeah, spending time alone next few days. Yes. I feel like if you miss the days, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think the card of the days for those were ghost, isolation, and surrender. So it's important that we really take Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to really communicate with spirit, however effectively that is for us. So don't sleep on those days. I mean, sleep, but don't sleep on whatever spiritual work you need to do. That's what I meant. All right, so let's see what best way we can self-care for ourselves. Yes, for sure, divine time. Absolutely. If y'all saw my Twitter today, my Twitter affirmation, you know, definitely maybe you want to say that a couple times. I think it's the weather is switching too, catching up inside. Yeah, most definitely. All right, so let's see. God, creator, spirit, archangels, unicorns, any archangels, spirit team, honorable ancestors. What is the best way that we can care for ourselves this week? Sound healing. Sound healing. So I'm going to play the sound bowl again at the end of this. So you get it twice if you watch the reading. There was at the beginning, and we'll do it at the end. So sound healing. There's a couple more cards that are sticking up. We have pleasure. So if that's something that you haven't incorporated, maybe that's something you want to do this week. I feel like that may be more on that Friday because we have that creative Taurus Venus energy on Friday. So Friday may be the day to get busy, especially if you're trying to conceive. And then we have movement. We got movement earlier too for today. So maybe it's really funny because I did a yoga class yesterday. That's not funny, but I did a yoga class yesterday, and I really said to myself, I really need to incorporate Sunday yoga every Sunday, so that I can really have that time to slow down and really care for my spine. And then we have drink tea. And at the bottom of the deck, we have connect with fire. So if you have any ways that you can either enjoy a beautiful bonfire, you know what I'm talking to, definitely enjoy that. Drink some tea. Maybe you want to drink some tea with yoga. Maybe you want to drink some raspberry tea, which has some special properties for women as well. And we'll do the sound bowl again. Yes, I love that. All right, so before we get into if you want a card pulled for you, I'm actually going to play the sound bowl first. That way, if anybody's watching the live, they can enjoy the sound bowl, and that'll be the end of the collective reading. And then we will get back into if you would like a card pulled for you. So if y'all are here, please stick around, and then I'll pull cards for you. You can pick one of the decks that I used today. If you have a specific question, you can ask that. I'll go through the decks real quick in a minute. Did all of these self-care things today. Oh, I love it. Well, we should have a bonfire Friday. Yes, I'm definitely with that. We can definitely do that. All right, so if you missed any part of the reading, please, please, please go back, watch the reading. Definitely comment, like, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate you doing that. Or not, you know, that's cool too. And if you feel called to leave a donation, that's appreciated too. The link is in my bio. Again, no pressure at all. Funny, I picked up the bowl and YouTube paused at that exact moment. Wow. All right, so again, just to let you guys know, this is a 528 hertz root chakra bowl. Sound healing rose tea and fire. Ooh, you just reminded me, I just got some rose tea and I haven't gotten to brew a cup. So actually I'm gonna do that today while I clean my room. Do some laundry. All right, so let's ground our energy again. Again, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate your love and support. I'm sending you magical, miraculous energy for the week going forward and infinity. And I love you all and thank you for being here. So I'd like you to do 2 short inhales through your nose and 1 forceful exhale through your mouth. We're going to repeat that 3 times. So we're going to go 2 more times. 1 more time. I hope that you guys got to enjoy the sound bowl. I think somebody was trying to call me, so if it cut out, sorry. Okay, so let me see what comments, because I couldn't read those. Definitely noticed that love. It was super intense with this bowl. Thank you. You're so welcome. Love you too, and thank you again for being here. Love you. Thank you for I think I did. Mercury's really trying to ruin this. All right, so actually I'm going to play it again because I think somebody was calling me, so let's just do it one more time because I don't like that. We're going to do it again. All right. thank you all for being here again, and thanks for your patience regarding that. I think somebody was trying to call me during that time, so I'm glad that you all stuck around so that you can enjoy this. Again, this is a 500